Hi, Scarecova here again. This is a video response to Eightfootmanchild's I Am No Longer an Atheist. I think I understand your point, and I'll try to do it justice, but please let me know if you think I'm missing that point somehow. I sympathize with the substance of your video, that the concept of God can only be defined by that which it isn't, and hence cannot be defined as anything in particular. And I understand how you extrapolate from that it is senseless to call yourself an atheist, since, as you say, there's no coherent ontology in which to disbelieve. I have three criticisms of this. Firstly, atheism is not properly defined as an act of disbelief. Rather, it is simply a lack of belief. Not only is this definition consistent with the Greek etymology, it is also the only definition that can be interpreted to the satisfaction of all people who call themselves atheists. By this definition, my 4-month-old son is an atheist, since he has no concept of God at all. In your case, you may be an atheist not by virtue of any particular disbelief, but by virtue of the fact that you are not participating in the act of belief in any theistic God. Secondly, you could indeed be, and I suspect you are, participating in an act of disbelief toward the set of all entities possessing the traits on the list you referred to in your video. If I were to tell you that I own, say, a bicycle made of justice, you would be quite right to say that my bicycle is incoherent. But separate from that, you would also be justified in believing that I am either lying or mistaken about that bicycle. In other words, to disbelieve. And on the other side of that coin, God's apparent incoherency doesn't seem to stop millions and millions of theists from believing, so clearly, belief-related activities can be performed toward an incoherent concept. Thirdly, I think a coherent example of God possessing at least some of the most important aspects on your list could be made. I may say that God is the universe itself. Now, before you say we already have a word for that, God is a particular take on the universe, namely that it is the universe, aware of itself, knowing everything, being maximally good, whatever that's supposed to mean, and having unlimited powers. We do have a word for universe, but that word no more describes this hypothetical God than the phrase Eightfootmanchild's corpse describes the person known as Eightfootmanchild. Now, that doesn't mean I believe in that God, and that doesn't mean that God wouldn't have other logical problems to account for, to be taken seriously, but I think it has a lot to say on the specific point that you make in your video. I hope to hear what you think of that. Thanks. Bye.